Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon on the East Coast. We're starting the Kim Master Agency call, and we have a special guest, Jonathan from SBLI. And SBLI has quickly become one of the forefront runners of instant decision term policies in the United States. I'm very excited for him to share about the flagship product. First of all, the Kim Master Agency consists of Frank Brennis, Stefan Brennis, Landry Peterson, Bo Hirschfield, and Crew Peterson Agency. And let's get started. We have the trainings and calls throughout the weeks that you can plug into. A business development session. Frank has been really honing in how to build that passive income and build your agency so that you can pass down your legacy to your family. And this is every Tuesday on sfgdojo.com at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you haven't plugged in, make sure you do. He shares a lot of amazing tips here. Elite Training with Sean Kim. This is every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And I train on a specific product, sales techniques, maybe illustrations for IUL, annuities, debt-free life. We just went over that. And it's crazy how when we do a one training, agents go out there and find clients who actually fits that exact product. So shout out to agents who are plugging in and utilizing that training to help more clients. And the Kim Master Agency call, this is next week, and we have Mr. Danny Young, and we love Danny. He's one of the best managing partner, and him and Sandy, one of the sweetest people in the world. And we're so excited to have him. And Frank invited him, and it's so awesome because it's right before the conference. We're very thrilled for this call. So make sure you let your agents know that next week call you should not miss. And new agent orientation. This just finished up. I think Jessica hosted it. If you are a new agent, I would say anywhere from you're brand new or about 4 to 6 weeks in, and you're still trying to figure out the tools and the platforms and how to become successful in symmetry, you should plug into this. It's every Monday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific, so it's right before the Kim Master Agency call. And also another thing is very interactive. They're going to give you some real quotings for real clients as an example, and also role plays are going to be happening there. sfgdojo.com. This is where all of our agents come together for our calls, weekly calls, but also there's live dials going on. And if you are not live dialing, maybe, but you can still mute yourself and hold yourself accountable, and you have other agents who are also working together. And it's just an amazing platform for you to really grow your business. Okay. And just a couple of things rolled out from corporate. Funnel access, switchboard funnel is out. I know they're tweaking some of the things because they're trying to make it better, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. By the time you subscribe, there should be all the problems should be already going away. And one thing I really like about this is that you can send your clients text messages, leave them voicemails, and also it does it by itself. And then they will also leave voicemails and text messages when you are not even there on the platform. They will just send itself. So it's like that AI automation system. And this will help you to make more dials and be more efficient with your business. And there are some different lead types. Call-in economy is a new type of leads, and it's a really good price point. If you're looking to spend less on lead budget, but also you want to get more opportunities for you to be able to help the client, this is perfect. So you can check it out, check this out on Opt. Advanced Market Boot Camps. This is happening in Dallas, Texas on September 10th to the 12th, and in Phoenix, Arizona, December 3rd to the 5th. And this is perfect for agents who are wanting to become an SME, subject matter expert, and you want to sell debt-free life, IUL. Maybe you want to sell annuities, and you have to complete your LMS certification for the debt-free life, IUL, and annuity for you to be able to participate in this. And once you finish this class, then you get a certification where you can become an SME and help other agents to close business, and you can take a percentage as a cut. Dial room bingo. Jessica, if you can go ahead and explain this to the agents, how this works, oh, that'll be great. If,
Yes, hello, good morning. I'm here, sorry.
yeah.
So dial room bingo. Every Saturday morning, we chose Saturdays because Saturdays are a wonderful time to dial, front load your week. People are home, people are usually in good moods on Saturdays. We tried to pick a time that worked across the board for all agents. Basically, the way that you are going to participate, we're going to drop, I guess, the bingo card in the WhatsApp chats, or I can drop it in the chat too here in a minute. Download it, save it. It's just a PDF. You're going to print it out, put it on your iPad, whatever you want. You're going to fill out your bingo card while you dial. It's just going to show, or it's going to have a couple of different squares like client has diabetes, client has a history of cancer. I'm not interested in this, objection handling, things like that. There are different colored squares. The solid blue squares are power phrases for overcoming objections, like, let's do this. Okay, no problem. Here's what we're going to do. And just kind of navigating the conversation. So those are highlighted for you as a reminder of what to do. When you get bingo, you're going to post it in the chat. You do have to be in the dojo to participate and in the dojo to earn your spot on the wheel. Okay. When you get bingo, you're going to post it in the chat and also in the WhatsApp. So everybody knows, hey, we're engaged, we're in bingo, get in here. Everybody that gets a bingo during the Saturday morning bingo dial room session, you're going to get a spot on the bingo prize wheel on Monday. So this Saturday, we're going to dial, we're going to get our spots on the wheel. Next Monday, Sean and Amanda are going to spin the wheel for a mystery prize of some sort: lead credit, carrier swag, gift cards, cold hard cash. Don't know. They get the power. They get to decide. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a little spontaneous because you never know what you're going to get. If no one gets bingo during the dial session, we know there will probably be some weeks where people don't. Everybody that just participated in the bingo session will get a spot on that wheel. But you do have to show up to the bingo session in this dojo to participate and be entered on the wheel. And you have to be participating in the Kim Master Call to actually win the wheel, correct?
Yes. Awesome.
Correct. All right. And
Yeah, thanks.
I'll drop the PDF in the chat for everybody to go ahead and download now.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, thanks for explaining that, Jessica. And one thing I like about this is, objections come up, right? I need to think about it or I can't afford it. And it just makes it more fun, right? Fill out that bingo card and if you get a bingo. And this is just to help you have more fun while dialing. And I think those are the agents who win in this business, is that just making more of a game out of the dials and helping clients. And yeah, this is going to be really exciting. And I appreciate Jessica coming out with this idea. I think Hurt also helped her with that. And then SNA Swag Back. This is also still going on. And I want to see more agents hit the season new agent. That means you submitted 6 app in the first 6 weeks of getting onboarded with Symmetry. And it's a mystery bag, and you can get some different snacks, some swag carrier swags, and it's curated by Amanda herself. And this actually ends August 12th, so do it while you can. All right. Okay, and let's talk about conference. This is the most important event for Symmetry agents. And if you haven't purchased the ticket, you are missing out. And this is from August 13th to the 15th. And I checked the flights and I'm helping agents to look at some flights right now. And we're talking about as low as $50, $100 round tickets. That's it. Okay. So if you are intentional about this, I would book that uh, the flight as soon as possible, buy the ticket and save your spot. And it's very important that you are there because this is not a conference. Like I have some agents who come from other companies that say, oh, this is going to be like the rah-rahs and how awesome they are. No, it's not about that. Symmetry is about actually quality content and how we can help you grow in this business. So the day one, we're going to have the registration. So you're going to get your lanyard. You're going to be able to set up everything, check into your hotel. There is a Woman Plus event, very exciting. There is some incredible women leaders coming up in Symmetry, and you should plug in whether you're woman or men, don't matter. You should plug in. Corporate overview, leaders reception, Symmetry social, agent networking. That's the first day. Day two is the official main stage, and there's a morning general session and afternoon general session. And this is where the new things, new products, industry first is going to be announced. Also, you're going to be able to hear from the top leaders and also the top producers of the company. Okay. And then there's also night owls, and this is part of the Kim Master Agency. So each direct agencies to Symmetry are going to be doing their own thing. Kim Master Agency, we're going to be doing an awards ceremony dinner at Denver Athletic Club. And this is going to be a buffet style. We're rooftop. We're going to have music, maybe karaoke, maybe some dance floor, a lot of fun. But you have to be registered for a conference for you to be part of this. Okay. And there's some amazing awards that's going to be presented by the agency owners. So make sure you are there because that's the way you're going to receive your awards. And day three, we have the breakout sessions. So there's going to be plenty of classes and trainings that you can plug into. And if you want to learn about annuity, or if you wanted to learn about dialing, if you want to learn about different types of leads, how to work on building an agency, all these things, I think there's over like 50 to 60, yeah, 50 to 60 breakout sessions that you can choose from. And there's over 140 speakers. Okay. And and also there's a karaoke and a costume contest symmetry wide. And you're gonna have a blast. So we work hard and also we play hard. And how do you get the tickets? So if you go to sfgengage.com, and once you put your information, if you're an agent already, you should be able to find yourself. And at checkout, you want to put the code. So if you're under the Landry and Crew Peterson agency, you're going to put Peterson 1575 on the discount code. If you're on the Frank and Stephen Brennis agency, you're going to put Brennis 1565. If you're in the Kim agency base shop, you're going to put Kim 1565 as a discount code. And the price goes from 269 down to 199. And actually, we have now 67 registered for conference. You see everybody on this list. And on top of this, we have Joshua Headley, Ed Calhoun, Blake Olson, and Marina Wilson Humphrey is signed up. So congratulations to you guys. You took the big step to be there. I know there's cost to it, but you got to think of it as an investment. If you spent $1,000 on this trip or less, and then this change your business to where you're making extra $5,000 a month, is that worth to you to come to this event? As I mentioned it again in the past call, I slept on the floor in the hotel room to be there, and it made all the difference in the world. So if you're kind of on the verge of like deciding if you want to go or not, I would recommend you to take that leap of faith. And let's go to the newly onboarded agents of the week. And wow, I'm gonna get to Landry Peterson, but wow, that is a crazy number of new agents joining Symmetry. So at number four, we had the Kim agency with John LaGuardia, direct to Jericho and Gina De Rosario. And in the Frank Brannis agency, Eric Martinez, direct to Gemma Perry. In the Crew Peterson agency, we have five recruits. We have Andrew Shannon and Amber Rowley, who's direct to Crew Peterson. Joseph Jackson, direct to Ian Hollinger. And Angelic Ivek, and Lee Robbins, also direct to Q Peterson. So wow, crew, you're bringing some amazing people onto the team. And then Landry Peterson, almost 10 recruits, 9 recruits in just 1 week. We have Roy Dale Thorne Jr. and nah Nahidse Martinez, direct to Drake Stratton. We have Sandra Justice, direct to Ashton Hart, Shameki Marshall, and Conrada L. Silk, direct to Marco Scolari. We also have Edward Marshalls Jr., direct to Drake Stratton, Darren Bollinger, direct to Marco Scolari, Tracy Jingle, I'm sorry, probably Jingle or Jingle, direct to Ashton Hart, and Haley,
Ginjal.
how do you say it?
Ginjal.
Ginjo. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Ginjo. And Haley Newmeyer is what I'm thinking. Wow, Landry, your team is doing awesome. Drake, Ashton, Marco, just absolutely killing it. Welcome to the team. First time riders of the week. So we have only one, Tanya Friundlich, in the Landry Peterson agency. So typically what we do is we spin the wheel for the new riders, all the new riders, and the lucky winner gets the $50 lead credit. But since Tanya is the only person, she automatically wins a $50 lead credit. So congratulations, Tanya. And we'll be getting that deposited into your opt sometime today. So you can purchase leads that are available in opt. Congrats. And top 5 agents of the day. Let's quickly go over this. July 14th, we have Drake Stratton, Corinthia Peoples, Aaron Callahan, Ian Hollinger, and Eva Colson was a number 1 agent. Great job, Eva. And July 15th, we have Kanye Nojo, Pauline Cruz, Bo Hirschfield, Jason Powers, and number 1 was Tyson Ives, 4,139. That's incredible, Tyson. Great day. July 16th, we have Kurt Stiffel, Nora Formento, Bo Hirschfield, Stefan Brennis, and Edward Garcia was the number 1 with 4,320. Great to see you on the leaderboard, Edward. And July 17th, we have Erica Laughlin, Tina Hernandez, Kurt Stiffel, Veronica Sanchez, and Stefan Brennis just came back from a 3-week European cruise with $10,000 day. 10K day. That's incredible, Stefan. Congratulations, man. And July 18th, we have Blake Olson, Jessica Jackson, Veronica Sanchez, Ian Hollinger, and Gale Bentivoglio. Gale is always on the dojo room, 4,200. That's a great day of work. Congrats. And then July 19th, we have Veronica Sanchez, Dilma Palma, and June Ariola with 5,742 APV. That was a one app Americo, and it was instantly approved. Uh, Great job, June. And July 20th, agent submitted business on Sunday, June Ariola, 720 APV, and his direct upline, Nora Fermento, 3,589. Your team crushed it, Nora. Congrats. So, agents who have written business in Saturday and Sunday, we have a weekend warrior spin the wheel. Agents who have submitted at least 1 applications gets an entry into this wheel and win a $50 lead credit. So let's go ahead and spin this. We should have some music playing for this, right? Okay. Okay, so it is Dilma Palma. I think one of the coolest name in our agency. So Dilma, congratulations to you. And we'll be getting that $50 lead credit deposited into your opt sometime
Awesome.
today.
She's direct to Kurt Stiffel.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, that's awesome, Kurt. So yeah, please let Dilma know.
It's his ex-wife.
Okay, perfect. All right, and let's go over I know we have a guest speaker, so I don't want to take too much time on this, so let's go over it real quick. So in the Landry Peterson Agency Base Shop, we have Drake Stratton, Tanya Frimlick, and Emma Foray. In the Crew Peterson Agency, we had Ian Hollinger, and Tenor Redding. In the Hirschfield agency, we have Bo Hirschfield, Caitlin Crawford, Jason Powers, Erin Callahan, Blake Olson, Erica Laughlin, and Joshua Headley. In the Stefan Brennis agency, we have Stefan Brennis, Tina Hernandez, Corinthia Peoples, and Rosario Texel. And in the Frank Brennis agency, we had Kurt Stiffel, Edward Garcia, Gale Bentivoglio, Jessica Jackson, and Kanyan Ojo. And in the Kim Agency Base Shop, we have Veronica Sanchez, Tyson Ives, Gina Bullard, Eva Colson, Nora Fermento, Pauline Cruz, Ron Bosley, and Chanel Galfo. Congratulations to all the agents and the base shops. And top 10 APV producers. These are the agents who are the top 10 agents last week. Eva Colson, Gina Bullard, Bo Hirschfield, Tyson Ives, Gale Bentivoglio. Top 5 was Edward Garcia, Ian Hollinger, Kurt Stiffel, Veronica Sanchez, and Stefan Brennis as the number 1. And top app count producers. So Caitlin Crawford, Tina Hernandez, Bo Hirschfield, Tyson Ives. Oh, actually, Tyson, that's not Tyson's photo. I think that's Kinebruce's picture. Tyson Ives will get you the right photo, man. Sorry about that. Erin Callahan, Corinthia Peoples, Kurt Stiffel with 3 apps, and Ian Hollinger with 4 apps, and Veronica Sanchez with 7 apps, and Stefan Brennis with 8 applications. That's a great week. And top agency builders. So in the team leader category, we have Ashton Hart, Kat Kuzik, Jason Powers, and Tenor Redding was a number 1 team leader with 6,800 for 5 applications. Key leader category, we have Drake Stratton, Annabelle Hazelton, Henry Lamb, Jericho, and Gina Del Rosario. And number 1 key leader was Jessica Jackson with 12,486 with 5 applications. And in the agency owner category, we had Landry Peterson, Crew Peterson, Bo Hirschfield, Stefan Brennis, Frank Brennis agency. And the number 1 was the Sean and Amanda Kim agency with 24,000 with 15 applications. And top 20 APV producers for the month, we have Luz Dapat, Tyson Ives, Gale Bentivoglio, Jason Powers, Edward Garcia, Gina Bullard, Blake Olson, Magnus Echendu, Caitlin Crawford, June Ariola. Top 10, Jessica Jackson, Kat Kuzik, Amari Stevens, Kurt Stiffel, Christopher Trella. Top 5 is Nora Fermento, Veronica Sanchez, Ian Hollinger, Stefan Brennis, and number 1 is Bo Hirschfield with 23,707. That is awesome. All right, guys. Now I want to turn this over to agency director Stefan Brennis. He's the one invited Jonathan from SBLI. We're very excited to have him, and we're starting to use more SBLI term as our products. So, Stefan, are you on the call?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Sean.
Yes.
Appreciate it. You guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
All right. Awesome. All right. We got Jonathan in the house. Jonathan, you on?
Hey, how's it going, Stefan? Can you hear me?
Good, good. Yeah. Excited to have you on.
Excellent.
Appreciate you. You can just share in and just tell us a little about yourself and how long you've been with SBLI, and then just go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, and I've got a spreadsheet. I've got a PowerPoint that I can share as well too. So let me go ahead and just see if I can share screens here. See if I can share the right one. Let me know if you're seeing that PowerPoint.
Yep, we see
Okay,
it.
great.
Take it
Cool.
away.
All right. So yeah, my name is Jonathan Jandreski. Everybody calls me JJ, so please reference that as well going forward. I've been with SBLI for 5 years now, a little over 5 years. And what's really cool about that time frame was that I've been here right from the beginning in 2021 when we started our product and relationship directly with Symmetry, when we launched the Quility level term product back in September of 2021. So it's been an interesting 4 years of learning about that product. And really, I'm here today to talk about our new product that we've launched called EasyTrak. And EasyTrak is a product that we'll talk more about, but it is replacing the Quility level term product. So if you've got an old link saved on your desktop that takes you to a URL for the Quility level term product, that's not going to work anymore. That product was closed on July 1st. What you have access today is to an instant decision term product on Navigator called EasyTrak. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as well. Okay. So let me go to the next slide. All right. And the next product, next really one is here is about just a little bit of history of SBLI. So we're an East Coast company. We're based outside of Boston, Massachusetts. We've been in business since 1907. So really been around a long time, protecting families for over 117 years. We're a well-capitalized mutual company, which means that we're owned by our policyholders. So we think long-term, we make decisions in the perspective of policyholders. And we are a double A or A-rated, AM best rated company. So we're well-capitalized. We really pride ourselves on being building relationships, and our relationship with Symmetry Financials from the get-go, working with Frank, Sean, and Stefan all these years that we've been working with this product. Me being your account manager, I'm responsible for managing those relationships. And we've got a very attentive sales desk that hopefully you guys have worked with as well too. So let's talk EasyTrak. What is this new EasyTrak digital term product, right? So it is still an instant decision term product. One difference from this product compared to the Quility level term product is there is no longer a refer to underwriter process. So you will get an instant decision every time that you work with this product. You'll either be approved or you'll be declined. So within that single session, you can know that you can either cover your client or potentially have to pivot over to another option. But what's great about this product, again, is there is no 2-day refer to underwriting process. We never ask for APSs. We never ask for anything additional that we can't pull back from our third-party data sources through the APIs that we've connected with. So you can get up to $1 million in coverage. It's the fastest decision and easiest e-application that you'll find on Navigator. It has those 5 traditional rate classes. So I think it's for SFG, it's preferred plus, preferred, standard plus, and standard. And then the 5th rate class is there is a nicotine rate class as well too that goes up to table D. You can offer and do a real-time offers in session where you can, if you get underwriting approval, you can transition over to changing, increasing or decreasing that face amount, adding riders. You can do all of that after you get your underwriting offer. And because it's fully integrated in Navigator, you can literally get through the e-application in about 10 minutes, make an offer for your client, and literally get them covered within 15 minutes. You as an agent then can get paid next day advance commissions up to 75% of your first year annual premium, which is really great. So it does have a new rider. Most of the riders from Quility level term are still there, like the children's level term rider, the disability waiver premium rider, accidental death benefit rider. All of those are there. One new rider that's on this policy is the disability waiver premium. So if your client becomes disabled, they can waive premium on this policy. So that's an optional rider that you can add to it. And of course, it comes with Legacy Shield, which all of the products did. The Quility level term does, and now the EasyTrak does. And that's really a free subscription to an estate planning tool and website called Legacy Shield, where the client can go on and for free, they can fill out their HIPAA, they can fill out a power of attorney, they can do advanced directives, they can really build out their estate planning on that platform called Legacy Shield. It also allows them to purchase a will or a trust at a really good price. So as you're talking about estate planning, this tool really important for clients to have to not only build out sort of those basic estate planning tools, but they can also access a will and a trust as well at a very reasonable cost. So what is an EasyTrak? Well, it's a product for every single client. It really, whether they qualify or not, they will know within that single session whether this term product can fill that need for them. There are no bugs, glitches, or spinning wheels anymore since it's integrated fully within Navigator. It's a really reliable e-app and platform that you know when you bring your client here that you can get through to the decision phase and know whether you can cover your clients or not. It's a product that doesn't do underwriting referrals anymore or considerations, so you'll always get that instant decision every time. And it's a product for clients with heightened risk factors. So really what this is looking for is for young, healthy clients that do not have complicated health profiles. Those tend to be the ones that can get declined. So when you're thinking about this product, you think about, well, the next slide. Let's talk about the next slide. What's the leads here? So mortgage protection for both direct and digital. So I often talk to agents and say, look, for your clients who are young and healthy, who are buying their house, their first house, or they're starting a family for the first time, and they need quick, easy, efficient digital coverage, this product is a great fit for them because that clientele generally is very familiar with working in the digital space. So whether it's working, you working with digital leads, setting up Zoom calls, and being able to get them the links to digitally sign the e-application, and then for them to log in and download a copy of their policy, works really good for that clientele that's really comfortable working in that digital space. General life leads work as well, but that mortgage protection space is really where this product fits. Young professionals with new child or buying a home for the first time, people in need of quick coverage, right? So that experience of doing a really fast digital e-application is appealing. And also any collateral assignments or bank-owned policies, you can do that post-issue with this policy. So once you issue it, you can go to mysbli.com and we have applications online to collaterally assign this application. So that's really where that fits.
Oh, that's great.
Client,
Jonathan, real quick,
yes,
I mean to cut you off. When you said that you could waive the premium for disability, for how long?
you can waive it depending on how long they're disabled. So it depends on whether they're disabled and how disabled they are can depend on how long you can waive those premiums for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so all of that's in the agent guide, and I'm going to direct you guys to where to find that information. So it's a great question, Stefan, and I often direct people back to the producer guide that's got all of the details on these riders and how they work. So great question. And if you guys have other questions, you can put them in the chat. And at the end, if we've got a little bit of time, I'll pivot back over to that and answer any of those questions. Okay. So it says clients are non-nicotine users. We do have a nicotine rating, but it's really, again, based for very healthy, young and healthy clients. We do have a nicotine rating. Clients, it's easily explainable, minimal health history. Clients who value the most efficient experience for the best price. So those are the clients, again, who are looking for an online, easy digital experience are the best fit for this product. So I did want to point out that this product is on Navigator. So you have to go to Navigator to quote this product. And when you're there, there is an option to test drive under the Learn feature when you're on Navigator. So if you're following along at home and you're on Navigator, on the left where the dashboard is, under Learn, if you click on Learn, you'll see that we have an e-application that you can test drive. So I advocate that all agents go ahead and test drive this e-app if they've not issued one of the new products and find out really just how easy it is to do this product. There's a feature on there where you can test drive the digital signature as well too. So I always advise that you do that ahead of time before you work with a client so you can help explain to them how they need to digitally sign that application. What agents forget is that there's really no place with their digitally signing their name. They have to review the documents. They have to scroll through and review all the documents. And once they've reviewed all of the documents, the consent box will light up. And all they have to do is click that box. And that's literally how they digitally sign this application. Couldn't be any easier as long as you're familiar with how to do that. And then again, there's just more features here from the Learn tab. Couple of screenshots here about how to digitally sign that application. Very easy. And then lastly, what I wanted to just mention is that we're running our summer SBLI summit right now. So we're running a sales program that goes from January to December. Our trip next year that qualifies this year is going to 2 places in Ireland. So it's one of those destinations that's got 3 days in one castle in Ireland, and then it does 3 days over in another castle. Pretty amazing opportunity. To qualify, it's the top 10 writing agents who produce 60,000 of first-year annual premium commission. And then all the agency owners and builders out there, the top 10 of those can also qualify with 60,000 of annual first-year commissions. Next slide, what I wanted to say is that we're currently running a double production credit through the summer. So it started in May 21st when we started the product all the way up to September 1st. So any premium or commission that you do on the EasyTrak right now, you get double credits on that to help you qualify for those 60,000. So we've seen a couple of people who were like not really moving the needle, all of a sudden selling a bunch of EasyTrak right now, get their credits doubled, and all of a sudden move up the list in terms of where they're qualifying for. So on HQ, I know there's a page where you can track all of the sales trips. We have our leaderboard there as well too. I know it just got updated for the end of June. Now for end of July, we're going to update that leaderboard in August, and you can see exactly where you guys fit in that sales contest. So really make sure you're taking advantage of this right now. It goes all the way up to September 1st. If you're really interested in winning this trip to go to Ireland, now is the time to really sell and take advantage of those double credits. Okay? So let me stop there, Stefan, and see if any questions came up on the chat that we want to address.
Yeah, let me field some for you. Let's see
Yeah.
here. Yeah, I don't let's see. I know Ireland's pretty exciting. It's cold over there. Is that time of year? Is it cold?
No, in fact, I think it's right around summertime, so it's a perfect time to go to Ireland.
Okay,
The
yeah.
conditions are going to be great. If
Yeah,
you like to
very
golf, if you're interested in traveling, there's one castle where they allow you to sign up and do falconry as well too, so that's pretty unique. So that's pretty cool stuff too.
Yeah.
So I'm showing Navigator, and again, I just wanted to show you like on the Learn screen, here's where you're going to go to test drive an e-app. You can jump in and you can test drive it just by clicking that button. You can set up a client really quickly to get through it. But I advise you to do it and do it a couple of times to see what that experience is like, because you'll find that this is such an easy e-app to use. You start by putting out your proposed information, and it will track for you all the way through. I know there are other e-apps on the platform as well too that utilize that dynamic e-app that TechFiction built. This is exactly the same. What's great about this, though, again, is it will never stop you in the process and say, we need you to go out and get an APS for this, or we need to refer this to an underwriter, and can you please wait? It's really designed now to help you as an agent to be in that single session mode where you can get them qualified for the EasyTrak digital term within 15 minutes or less, or you find out that they don't qualify. And within that single session, you can pivot over to another option where, that lead is so valuable to you that once you've got them here in your appointment, that you can either get them covered with EasyTrak or you can easily pivot if you have to, if they don't qualify for this product.
Yeah, yeah. I actually got ineligible right away, and I pivoted to another carrier, so that was pretty helpful.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and there's a lot of new features with this product as well too. If I can go back to just the platform here and let's just say look at my cases here. I've got a bunch of test cases. If I go to open up this view case, actually I want to go back to one that was already accepted. You can open up the e-app. What's great now about this platform is that if you got declined and you're like, oh, I need to take this information and use it to go fill out another e-app,
uh,
there's the feature now where you can download the application. So you've got all of that client's information. You can simply download that, and that should open it up in a PDF. So you can save all of that information. You don't have to
nice.
ask your client for that again as well. So that's all out on this platform as well too.
Yeah, that's
Um,
really cool. That's how now is that recent? Is that a recent update?
that's new with the TechFition
Yeah,
platform. That didn't exist over on the efficiency platform.
Mm.
That only exists over here on the new dynamic
yeah, that's
platform
cool.
I'm
That's
with.
really good. That's really
Yeah,
it's a time saver for sure.
yeah. And then the one last thing I wanted to just show you was on HQ. I think there's a couple of places you can go to within HQ where you can get to the carrier resources. Oh, darn it. It's going to make me log in, and I don't have that login information. But I know on HQ, once you're there, under the carrier support, over on the left, carrier resources, you can follow those screens through until you get to SBLI. And under SBLI, we've got a new EasyTrak page, which is where we keep all of the like EasyTrak at a glance and agent guide information that you can find useful. So let me see if I can bring this over. So for example, there is a one pager here on EasyTrak that's got all of the information that tells you about the riders, how they can qualify, tells you more about the Legacy Shield as well too. And then also what I always direct agents to is this producer guide. It's a 2019 page guide that's got all of the information and goes into detail about all of those riders. So, for example, when you were asking about the unemployment, let's see, the disability waiver premium rider, it's got all of that information listed there as well too. It's a great rider. And one last plug that I'll make about this product and what's unique about it and special is this rider that you have that's an optional rider that's called the child and grandchild rider. Now, we did rebrand this now to include grandparents. So a grandparent can buy this policy and add grandchildren as a grandchild rider.
Mm.
What's great about this rider is that there's no underwriting for the child. So
Mm.
if you're working with families that have children that have health impairments or disabilities or things that are going to make it hard for them to get coverage, they can add a policy here of $5,000 or $10,000 with no underwriting, guaranteed issue for that child. And then later on, they can convert that to permanent coverage when they get to up to age 25 or the term expires. They can convert that to permanent coverage. Also, no underwriting as well too. So a great rider for those clients that you're working with that have children that have health issues. This child rider is a great solution and great fit for that.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, Jonathan. Yeah, and I had one more thing that I just wanted you to go over is especially when a client, let's just say we applied for a standard rating, but client has a better health rating, let's just say preferred, or if the client we apply for preferred thinking that based on what the client told us, they would qualify for preferred, but it came back as standard. So in the middle of the app, we can get a counter offer and then we can change the coverage amount or the premium as well to fit the client's needs, correct?
That's correct. Once it goes through underwriting and underwriting approves it,
Mm-hmm.
it will always give them the best rate class that they qualify for. So if you
Great.
started somebody at standard plus and they come back and they're actually better, preferred,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to offer them the better. They're going to say, congratulations, your client got a better offer. And then it's going to allow you to change the offer at that point. You can increase,
Perfect.
decrease coverage. You can add the term or decrease the term length. And then you can add the additional riders that you may want to add, like the accelerated death benefit rider,
Mm-hmm.
the disability waiver premium rider, which is an optional rider, and then the children's term rider. So you can add those riders, and only then can you quote those riders. Though I know it's a little bit of a drawback, and I've heard it from other agents that are like, look, I just
Mm-hmm.
want to be able to run a quote and I want to be able to add the children's term rider to it without
Yeah.
having to go through. Well, the way that the e-app is built, unfortunately, you do have to get approved for the base policy first before
Mm,
you can add those riders to it. And the
got it.
one thing I wanted to do was just kind of show you really quickly
Mm-hmm.
how easy it is. Oh, I think I need to choose a new client. Let me choose a new client and I want to see. Yeah, so when you create a new client and you want to quote the product, you now have the option to either just run a quick quote or do a personalized quote. If you
Mm-hmm.
really want to add in all the information, get closer what a quote you think is going to be for your client. If you just want to run a quick quote, you can do a quick quote on this product as well too, where it's really asking you for the state, the gender, and the date of birth. Those are
Mm-hmm.
really the only three pieces that you need to run a quick quote. And so I guess this is one where it's not going to come up because I've it's a
I think the
test.
age is 2015, so I think the age is I think 10-year-old clients. I don't think it's popping up.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah.
So somebody's already messed around with this one. So it's
Yeah.
almost like I gotta go in and edit this person.
Uh,
Let's make them a little bit. Yep. And then see what that does. Save that, and then let's now quote and apply, and then do a quick quote. And I think you're right. This is where you're going to be able to
yeah.
quote our product along with the others as well and compare to see where we fit with these. And then you can adjust the quotes too. If you're saying, I want to do more, I want to do less, you can just type it in or you can move that. You can change the term length and see what that quote's going to be. So that's a great feature now that you can definitely quick quote this product.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. Is there any questions from agents?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Sean, that was your comment there. Children who are uninsurable other places can get coverage here in the children's term rider. That's absolutely right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I really appreciate you taking your time to jump on our call and what you guys are doing, you and SBLI. We appreciate you keep coming out with better products to make our agents' life easier, but also better product for the clients. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. This product is definitely has a fit, right? When we think of those young, healthy digital experience, quick and
Mhm.
easy application, they need coverage right away for a home or child, new family that they're starting. That's really where this product fits
Mhm.
in with your client base. So, and then I did want to mention we're also going to be in Denver as well too. So it'll be my fourth year going to Denver to the Denver Convention Center, which is an amazing place being downtown Denver, like the vibe of the city with thousands of agents all kind of converging around that one or that two block space. The energy is amazing there. I love going to this event. I love the fact that it's in August as well too, because the weather is
Great
crazy.
weather. Hmm.
Don't forget that the elevation does hit you. People forget about not staying hydrated, not bringing enough chapstick because you get chapped lips because the elevation is crazy.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna be there. We're gonna have a table, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Jonathan, you're gonna have some SBLI swags where agents can get some things with the SBLI brand.
Absolutely. Yep. We're
Nice.
going to be there where all the other carriers are, where our booths are all going to be. We're going to have swag. We're going to have product information. You want to come over and meet our team or ask any questions in person, you'll definitely see us there Wednesday through Friday.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate you.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
there
Yeah,
is a couple
appreciate it, guys.
questions in the
Thanks
chat.
again. Thank
There is a
you.
couple questions in the chat, Jonathan.
Okay, cool. All right, let's see here. John asked, if they're denied, how does that directly affect their ability to pass underwriting? So great question, John. So with our product, technically we don't decline you. We reject you. And we basically say you're not a good fit for this product. So when we report that to MIB, we do it as a soft, what we call a soft report. So in MIB's record, it's not going to show that we're declining you. So if you go to another carrier, you can say no to being declined. We only disclose to MIB what's been disclosed on the application. So for example, if you said, yes, my client has diabetes, that's what we tell MIB. But we never say that you've been declined with us. So it should never hurt you to apply with us, be rejected, and then have to pivot over to another carrier.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it doesn't hurt the client's insurability. So it's a
Absolutely.
great
Yep.
question. Okay, perfect. All right, Jonathan, thank you for your time. And
Cool.
Stefan, thank you so much for interviewing Jonathan. I'm glad that we were able to have him on our call. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you in Denver.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
All
Thank you,
right, thank
Jonathan.
you.
Yep.
All right,
Bye-bye.
have a great week, guys. Okay, talk to
You
you later.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yep.